delighted to host with us today Mr. Babar Ali, a trailblazer in the truest sense of the term and an exemplary educator. He is most popularly known perhaps as the youngest headmaster in the world, a title which has been given to him by PAC. Mr. Babar Ali's accomplishment of opening a school at the age of 9 has been documented in curriculums across India in states like Karnataka. We would like to hear from Mr. Babar Ali himself the story of how he became an agent of change and ensured, much before the sustainable development goals came to be, inclusive and quality education for all. Hear from Mr. Babar Ali himself how he became an agent of change and how he ensured inclusive and quality education for all in his village much before the UN Sustainable Development Goals came to be. So, Mr. Babar, how did Ananda Shikha Niketan come to be? How did it materialize?
So at first, Namaskar, and as you came to know that I am from Murshidabad district in the state of West Bengal, and Murshidabad is one of the backward district as well as the poorest district across the country, and it is near Bangladesh border. So in the year of 2002, when I was a student of class 5 and a boy of 9 years old, my father he admitted me 10 kilometers far away school to get education. And after returning from my school, I saw the children like my age. They are working in the fields, grazing cattle, or collecting garbage at the rag picker. So, or they engage themselves with different works. So I collected 8 of them, including my sister, who was my first student, and started teaching under a guava tree in my family backyard. So, and gradually it became a school now. And this year we just completed our 19 years of journey. So the love for the children, the love to teach others, and the realization that I am getting education if I can do something for others. These two things makes me to continue my mission, Ananda Shikha Niketan, the home of joyful learning.
So, how did you formulate the idea of the school? Were there challenges, and how did your community support you? How did you get students to enroll into your school?
When I started my school, there is a mixed feelings, mixed experiences. Of course, few parents they came forward to help me. They really wanted to send their children in the field of education. On the other hand, when I asked the parents and when I pursued to the parents to send their children at work in our school, the first question I was asked, what is the importance of education? And what is the importance of education? Even we cannot afford 2 squares a meal in a day. And to educate girls, they will not find husbands. Actually, early marriage problem was existed. And when I founded my school, Ananda Shikha Niketan, the village elders were very skeptic to educate their children. As because they were not educated themselves. Hence, they used their children as the helping hand. On the other hand, there were different kinds of problems, religious biasness, societal problems, socio-economic problems, discouragement. But you see, on the other hand, many good people, they also came forward to support me, inspire me. And since my childhood, my inspiration and idea of Swami Vivekananda's message, it also helps me and to realize me, my dream.
You mentioned that you gained support from the community gradually, but what helped you gain momentum with the government?
So, when I started my school, and since my childhood, the local media they published our activities, and many people came to know, like some philanthropic organization, like Ramakrishna Mission, few of my teachers, villagers, of course, my family, they are my great support. Without their support, it was not possible. And you know that when the government peoples also came to know, I am just speaking that time only. They were so happy, many of them, maximum government officials were they happy. So they came forward to help me. They always tried to support me. Many government from that time who supported me, like I can remember one name, Mr. Jivan Krishna Shahrukh Khan, who was our additional district magistrate. So he became the joint secretary. After his retirement, government also asked him to take extension, but he did not take extension. He still now, he is about to 70 years old. He is working from his school. He is helping. So these kinds of government, true government officials, they help me a lot. And the ministers or former chief minister, they help me a lot. But nowadays, when our school became popular, many people like came forward, across the globe. Nowadays, it is better to say there is no help from the government. Better to say there is no help from the government. But the peoples like you are supporting me. That's why it is possible for me to continue my mission. That is education for all with equal opportunity.
I'm actually very curious because your entire innovation of making a school, because there was limited access to education in your village, it highlights a problem from the end of the government. It's something that they are lacking in. I'm very surprised that you won the support of the government, because usually they would try to suppress this sort of news that because Mr. Babar Ali has had to travel 10 kilometers to Bahrampur
Builder.
to get education. That's why he started his own school. That sort of I'm intrigued by the kind of support you managed to get from the government. I'm very intrigued. Is there any sort of backlash at any point, or any sort of criticism you got from any government official for your story?
There are a lot of criticism, not only that, the thinking power. Nowadays, you are educated, you clear all India level examination, state level examination. It does not mean that you are the true man or you are truly educated. That's why nowadays the man-making education is most important thing, the practical knowledge. You are the researcher. Whenever you are going to the remote place, you are continuously researching. You can understand the real fact. It does not mean that you heard from someone.
Right.
We need to judge before commenting animals. So many people, there are different kinds of people. Everybody are not educated in our society. They have the educational degree, but they are not the full. Of course, there are the very bad experiences, painful experiences, emotional experiences are there in my life. But I always believe myself. So because believe yourself is the most important. I already give you the example of the government officials like Mr. J.K. Shah. There are many of the government officials who are really good, and it should be because they are for the peoples. But what we are seeing nowadays, the policy makers. So there are the different kinds of experiences, good, bad, both kinds of experiences I have in my life.
Right. So, sir, I wanted to know a little bit more about Youngest Headmaster. So, as something which you have produced yourself, as something which is your brainchild, what are some of the ideologies that were central to the school? Does it follow the same pedagogy as West Bengal board or other boards, or is there something you feel the need to personalize and have personalized to that effect?
You see, the place where we are working to bring change, there are lots of things. It is taking time, lots to do to manage people. You are the researcher. I again can say you can understand better what is the problems in our classroom levels. It is very easy to say that I am doing this or I will do that. It's through implementation, it takes time. Because if you really want to do that. Of course, there are lots of changes are there. Like my own former students, they did their graduation, university degree, teacher's training degree. Now they became the teacher at our institution. And for my institution, I always believe that education is not a bookish knowledge, not a bag of information, but it is man-made. So apart from the bookish knowledge, of course we are following West Bengal Board of Secondary Education syllabus. That is important to gain our knowledge. But apart from that, the skill-based education we are going to introduce. The human excellence center, man-making education, who can positively impact our society. This is the most important in the value-based education. Without value, I think there is no importance of education. Nowadays, this is important in our life. Rather than the, of course, the modern methodology due to globalization, STEM education, quality of education. Of course, we will be focused on the policy implementation. Apart from that, the human experience and the value-based education that we call man-making education, and for the children who need something for their sustainability, for them skill-based education also important nowadays. That we are trying to follow in our institution also. And you see there are lots of improvements are there, and near future we can fulfill all these dreams with the support from the people's life.
So, what are some stories of change that you know you've been responsible for improvement of lives? Are there some stories that you can narrate?
Yes, madam, you see there are many, I mean, ordinary people, they are doing extraordinary works across our country. So perhaps sometimes you also came to know. Many people are coming in rooms, many are not, many people are working silently. So I have the respect to all of them who are trying their best to change our society from their own background, from their own capacity. So there are many stories are there. If you ask me from my institution angle, I already mentioned that our former students, especially girls, it was very difficult for them to get education. But they cleared their university one and teachers training. Now they are for the sustainability of entrepreneurship. They came forward to help me. Though it was so difficult for them to get education. So these kinds of changes are coming, and I hope we will bring a movement and revolution in education field very soon.
So, how did your school cope with the pandemic? Were there some special actions that you took?
So I am very sorry to say you that during this pandemic situation, a student like us, I mean like the rural background student, they mostly affected. It is better to say that they have not education. Even for our institution, we have not that enough resources. Even though from the students sector, they have not the capacity to for the online education also. So to them, totally deprived from the education. Sometimes we are helping them, giving them some assignments. We are making some notes if they have any doubt for their studies. But not massively these 2 years they are affected by this situation. This is very hard. What to do because this situation, though they are deprived from the education.
So then, would you say that infrastructural preparedness is something that the government should focus on as a priority, or what do you think should be the first priority of the government in terms of education?
Of course, COVID gave us so many lessons. That's why we are speaking about online education, digital education. Of course, due to this globalization and in this era, digital education is good. Digital education is good. Nowadays, students, I mean, younger generation are very innovative, passionate. We need to respect. But digital education is not the ultimate solution. You are researching, you know very well that the holistic development of a child, face-to-face interaction, and learning is a step-by-step process. If we totally going to speak that digital education is ultimate solution, it is not. This is for the time being. Of course, every institution we need to make the infrastructure for digital learning like projector and others because we need to show them some interesting stories, science, I mean great life stories, minus practical for this part, so that we can create a joyful atmosphere for them. but I cannot support completely for digital education. Digitalization is important, but I cannot support for complete digital education. For our holistic development, for the human experience, the growth, the face-to-face interaction is more important because learning is step-by-step process. Evaluation, we need to bring them in the field of evaluations.
So, sir, in your experience, from all your field visits and all your evaluations, what do you think is the worst deficit? I agree that digital education is only a very time-sensitive development. So, regardless, if we remove the pandemic, what is the key area on which India should concentrate?
Concentrate on quality education and improve. You see, government also giving very good funds to the government institution. Their teachers also getting good salary also. And many institutions they have the good infrastructure, but the passion we need to follow.
Right.
Passion from the teacher's side, passion, and we need to support our teachers also to follow their passion. So the policy makers or who are working in the field of education you should concentrate on. Without passion, without passion you cannot bring change. If you are not following your passion, you cannot bring change. So just follow your passion. The teacher teaching for our livelihood, it is money is required, that is all. But teaching, it should not be a profession, it is a passion. So from teachers and they should be passionate, and the policy makers, they should bring the policy to save our government institution. So they should concentrate on it. They should also help each other and for its implementation, that is quality of education. And recently national education policies that also published. There are lots of good things are there. Now, though there is some contradiction because our country is a vast, it's a vast of knowledge and unity in diversity. For its true implementation, we need to see how it is going to be implemented. So, but there are lots of good points are there which is for true implementation.
So you mentioned good points. So you started Anand Shikhan almost 20 years ago. Have you noticed any drastic change, any good improvement in access to education since that was the crux of the problem when you started the school?
In respect of quality education, I cannot say you there is a massive change happened. I cannot say you. Of course, there is a improvement, lots of improvement up there. And the many students, 6,000 more than as well, students they have received education, and many of them they are also inspired to do something for others. For quality education, we need to do more.
Right.
We are also giving concentrate.
Right. So, sir, on a more personal front, you mentioned that you draw inspiration from Swami Vivekananda. How were you exposed to him? Was it a part of your school curriculum?
Not exactly, but you see in your real life, if you can follow his messages and if you can realize his messages, you will get inspiration, you will get zeal, energy, if you can, and of course for the human excellence, man making education. If you can realize and implement in your real life, we can get lots of benefits. That we are trying to, I am trying to spread among the your listeners.
So, what are some of his teachings or one of his teachings that have stayed with you?
So at first, one of his message was service to man is service to God. Then from his book, I came to know that we must leave a mark on the soil in this earth. That is throughout our good works. Nowadays, we are not keeping patience. We need the shortcut, achievement or success. Then he told that go on bravely, do not expect success in a day or year. Always hold on to the highest. Be steady, avoid jealousy and selfishness, be obedient. Be eternally faithful to the cause of truth, humanity, and your country, and you will move the world. If you understand and realize these sentences, you see there is lots of examples. So there are many of them. I love you to stop not doing the whole list. There are many. Most important thing is we need to realize, we need to implement it in our practical.
What? So you hold a master's in literature. What are your personal aspirations apart from Anurashik Khanna?
Okay, personal aspiration since my childhood, you see, people are keep asking me, but I am totally dedicated in the field of education. For me, I cannot tell you that there are some other dreams or anything. But of course, I have the big dream that is education for all with equal opportunity. But it is also one of the part of my initiative that I started in the year 2000. Now I want to extend my dream across the country. And I already spoke with your direct question of PAC that how we can collaboratively work. So yes, so I will work.
So we can expect more Anurashik Khanna.
Yes, definitely. This is my dream. And in near future, with the help of the younger generation, like-minded people like you, we will do that.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So Mr. Babar Ali has graced numerous interviews, and his is a story which has been told multiple times and is equally enthralling and captivating each time you listen to it. He is an inspiring individual, and I'm sure this interview is a testament to that. We were delighted and we were so thankful for your company, sir. Thank you.
Thank you for this opportunity.